let's talk about VA loans for this year, 2021, and what people need to know if they're looking to get a VA loan.
Okay, so VA loans for 2021. I mean, really, VA loans, there's no better loan out there than VA. Like, it's the best interest rate, it's the best loan program, like altogether. You don't have to put any money down. If you're disabled, through the military, you get to waive the funding fee that's on the VA loan. And a lot of times, some people don't realize this too, is that you get tax breaks on your property taxes depending on what county you live in. But I think a lot of counties do give breaks on the property taxes if you're a disabled veteran. So definitely take advantage of that. There's also a program out there, and this is specific to certain counties, so you have to check the county that you're living in, that's a loan for heroes. So on this one, it's kind of like a grant loan, but the grant is used to pay to buy down your interest rate. So if you're under a certain income, then you can get a lower interest rate by using the VA loan, and it's called the Heroes Loan. In most places, like, you have to kind of check your county restrictions on that, but you can get a lower than going rate with this program. So it's a pretty awesome program.
Okay, but I mean, aside from some of those like maybe local things about, like you said, tax breaks for whatever level of disability you may have or other programs, I mean, the process for a VA loan is fairly straightforward regardless of which state you live in.
It's very straightforward, and they have a lot of more lenient guidelines in certain cases than the other loan programs do. And they do offer exceptions for veterans. So if you're a veteran, there's something that's holding you back, it's better to just check on it and see if it's something that you can get an exception on.
Okay. And have you seen with the VA loans, it being traditionally faster than a traditional loan, or does it totally depend on?
It's about the same.
Okay.
The process for a VA loan is about the same as any other loan. The only thing that's a little bit slower is the appraisal. Okay. So the appraisal, VA requires that we give them 14 calendar days, 10 business days to be able to get an appraisal back. So a lot of times on VA loans, you need to ask for about 30-day closing.
Okay. And then, with VA loans, what would you say is, if there is one roadblock or one hurdle that comes up the most, whether it's, on the side of the veteran or in the process in the system that, or something people just don't expect, that seems to be the most frequent you've seen?
So VA has something that some people don't expect on VAs is they're not expecting the funding fee, because that's an additional cost that's added onto your loan. You're not paying it out of pocket, but there's still a fee that gets added to your loan, so it brings up your cost of your house a little bit. Sometimes if you've had like past issues with VA, so most people are forgiving, like you always hear, well, if it's after 7 years or 10 years and it doesn't show on credit anymore, VA never forgets. So if you had like a past short sale or foreclosure that may be 20 years old, it'll come up on a VA. So that's something that might catch you off guard, is you'll be like, I didn't even remember that I had that on a VA loan. But there is a tier 2 way that you can do those too. So then we just have to kind of reach out and see how they're going to make us do it, depending on what kind of loss the VA had to take. So they don't forget when you mess them up. Like if you ran into a hard time at some point, VA will keep records forever. So,
but I mean, it's nothing that you can't overcome.
No, you can overcome it. That's the thing. They give you ways, but sometimes it's not like if you had something like that, they might make you put a small down payment down, or depending on the losses that they took. So they give you ways to be able to still do it. They're a very forgiving and honestly great loan program. It's an amazing loan program that they offer to the veterans.
Okay, cool.